field reporters after this kick by Butker. And the return, if there is one, popped into the air, and there will be one by James. Gets hit, survives that first hit, and can only cross the 15-yard line. First guy there, K'Wan Williams. And a return of 14 yards. Let's go down to Aaron Andrews.
Joe, Kyle Shanahan not happy at all about that offensive pass interference called on George Kittle to end that first half. He was pleased with the running game that he felt like finally broke through in the second quarter on that touchdown drive. What's the biggest challenge this Kansas City offense is posing on his defense? He said these off-schedule plays, kind of backyard football plays, they have to contain them. He said this thing's going down to the end, and we have to be able to overcome plays and calls like we saw at the end of the first half.
From the 16-yard line, first down pass is caught by Emmanuel Sanders. A gain of 5, and now for a check-in on the other sideline, here's Chris Myers.
Well, Andy Reid, Joe, he said he wanted more deep throws in the first half, but the 49er defense took it away, so they checked down. And on the fourth down, 2 for 2, he said, we'll continue to do that on a need-to-know basis. Defensively, we have to make more adjustments. We did a good job against the 49er run. We'll make even further adjustments because on that scoring drive, they adjusted against us. And where Chris Jones and Tyrann Mathieu line up and end up, we'll have a lot to say about how this defense plays the rest of the way.
Second down and 5, play action, wide open, pass caught. That's Sanders again. He's got 15 yards this time, and he and Tyrann Mathieu tangle up and push and shove after the play, first down.
Well, Tyrann Mathieu, he's in coverage, and that's what the play action and the running game does. He's got one-on-one, and you know, if Garoppolo, if he's able to make a better throw on that, there was a lot of field out in front of Sanders, and if he's able to hit him on the move, he's got a chance to turn that into a really big game.
Here's Samuel again. Third time we've seen a similar play down the sideline with a big pickup for another first down. Forced out by Sorensen, but a carry of 14 yards.
It's just a different way to catch the edge. You're going to see Ross Dwelley right here. And the job that he's able to do, you got Kittle coming across, and then he leads the way. But Dwelley's the one who kind of secures that edge that gets Samuel then on the outside. Just a lot of different ways to create angles for these blocks.
Player is down for Kansas City. That's Breeland. They'll look at him. We'll take a break. To helping his peers lead active lifestyles. To learn more, visit NFL.com/play60.
The 49ers having a lot of success with these misdirection runs, and one of the reasons coming in, this is a downhill attacking linebacking core. Kyle Shanahan did not feel like they ran real well sideline to sideline, and that's being proven out.
Here's Coleman. Play gets strung out, and Coleman turns it into a positive play and a gain of 3 as Hitchens is out there to force him out. Prior to that play, the 49ers averaging just over 8 yards per play on offense.
Yeah, even that play there, Joe, I mean, I know they only pick up 3 yards, but it looked like it was going to be for no gain, and yet they're still able to get on the edge and make it a positive play. And now it looks like they're giving them more like 4 yards on that last run. Bashaud Breeland back in the ball game down here at the bottom.
Picks up 5.
It's a good job by Jimmy Garoppolo just getting the ball out. They have numbers in their favor. They got the 2 blockers in front. Get the ball into the hands quickly and let him pick up positive yards. That's essentially a wide running play on that type of high percentage pass. The fun just begins when Kittle catches it. He goes looking for contact.
Samuel at the bottom. Handoff to Mostert running left. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Play made by Damian Wilson. Former fourth-round pick by the Dallas Cowboys in 2015. His first year with Kansas City made that stop.
Yeah, it's an excellent play on his part, too. He's been a good addition to this defense, and the job that he does right here, 54 in the middle. Watch that he gets knocked to the ground. It's just second effort, and he's able to get back up. Of course, you got Passanio who misses him, but it slows him up to where Wilson was able to come up and make the play.
49ers 2 for 3 on third downs. Third down and 5. Pass is caught by Coleman short of the first down.
I tell you, George Kittle, I think Garoppolo just didn't hang with him, or Kittle's walking off wondering why he didn't get the ball thrown to him. He clears that first level zone player, the linebacker, and right there's a big hole right in the middle, and he knows that.
For the Super Bowl as the big game is played here for the 11th time. 13-10 San Francisco after Robbie Gould just knocked one through. 49ers now have come up with field goals on their first possessions of each half. Here's Hardman. Turns on the Jets and can't make it to the 20. A flag flies. Elijah Lee made the tackle and a 15-yard return.
These kick coverage teams have been good for both teams.
Coming into this game, Andy Reid told us he thought he had the advantage as far as special teams for these two clubs is concerned. That hasn't showed itself yet.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 13. Has it into the goal. First down.
So that pushes him back, and we've seen some plays, Troy, from Patrick Mahomes, but we haven't seen Patrick Mahomes light it up, be that dynamic outside the pocket, throw it deep downfield quarterback that we've watched really throughout January, and we're waiting to see it here in February.
Well, they only have one pass over 11 yards completion, and that was the 28-yarder to Sammy Watkins. Hasn't been much down the field. He's gotten the ball out of his hands, and I know Chris Myers, in talking with Andy Reid, said they haven't had the shots. They've had chances to take the shots.
Here's Mahomes out of the pocket, looking for somewhere to go, and he finds his man Watkins. Sammy Watkins takes it up to the 29. A gain of 19 yards where Sherman brought him down.
Well, the inside pass rush, it affords Mahomes then to get outside on the edge, and these receivers, they are really good, probably the best in the league in going and finding a spot. You see Sammy Watkins, how he continues to work. A lot of these guys, you watch them, they just stay plastered to defenders. And you watch the Chiefs, regardless of who it is, they do an excellent job of separating and giving Mahomes a place to go with the football.
Mahomes over the middle for Kelsey. Travis Kelsey to the 32, a gain of 4 where Sherman brought him down.
You know, this is a Kansas City offense. You talk about all the big plays, and I said coming in, they led the league in pass completions of over 40 yards, and they're one of the best at pass completions of 20 yards. It's a big play offense. It's a fast break offense. But they also have the ability to drive the ball down the field in 10-play drives. They're one of the best in 10-play drives, so they can play that game as well.
Here is Damian Williams. Sheldon Day is there for San Francisco and no gain.
The problem with it, however, Joe, is when you're accustomed to the big play, you tend to get frustrated as an offense. And what even frustrates you more is when you come into this game and you are the #1 third down offense, converting 47%. And here they are tonight, just 1 for 6. Now, they've converted a couple fourth downs, but the 49ers, they have won this down, and usually you win this down, you win the game.
3rd and 6. Mahomes floats. Watkins first down. A 9-yard completion to Sammy Watkins, coming off a big game in the AFC Championship against Tennessee.
You see the block by Damian Williams. He takes out D Ford. And so it just kind of buys a little more time, getting Mahomes out on the corner, threatening the defense. You know, Mahomes didn't have a lot of runs this year. He didn't have a lot of yards rushing, especially coming off that injury. But he is the threat after over 50 yards in those 2 playoff games of keeping it and running it.
Delayed handoff here to Damian Williams. Bosa there for the stop, a gain of 5. Warner joined in on the fun as well, and Damian Williams lost his shoe. Lost his Jordan.
It's, yeah, got kind of that retro look.
2nd and 5.
Here at the top.
Mahomes has it knocked out of his hands. He's able to get back on top of it, but Nick Bosa knocked it out of the hands of Mahomes in a loss of 7.
Well, they bring a 5-man rush. They come off the slot. Bosa comes inside, and he just beats Fisher. He has a straight shot. Boy, the Chiefs, that's a game changer right there if Mahomes is not able to get back on that football.
His dad, a first-round pick by the Dolphins in '87. His brother Joey, number 3 overall to the Chargers 3 years ago. And well, what a year for Bosa, the rookie from Ohio State, number 2 pick.
Soft shell coverage now.
3rd down and 12. Mahomes fires, pass picked. Warner got it for San Francisco. And now each quarterback has thrown an interception. Tyreek Hill was the target. Warner had 1 interception during the regular season, his biggest here. 49ers have the lead in the football. 3rd quarter, Super Bowl 54. Defensively for the 49ers, the big sack by Nick Bosa set up 3rd down and long. The pick followed as Fred Warner gets his first career postseason interception. And each side has now turned it over once. Fake the handoff. Garoppolo throws and completes for Samuel inside the 40. Let's go back to the interception.
Yeah, well, Tyreek Hill is going to be in the slot. And then you've got Fred Warner right here in the middle. When the route is run at the top of this route, Tyreek Hill is going to see that the lane is right here. That's where the ball needs to be thrown. That's where he's expecting it. Instead, Mahomes, the ball just kind of gets away from him or whatever it is. But Tyreek Hill had every intention to drive to that open spot, and typically you watch Mahomes play, he's leading the receiver right into that hole.
Handoff here to Mostert, and he gets 2. Play made by Saunders.
I think that's been the thing that's been impressive so much about Patrick Mahomes has been for a big play offense and a big play quarterback. The guy just simply does not throw interceptions, and he didn't have one in the postseason until that last throw. And that's just not something you see very often. We'll see now whether or not this Kansas City defense can step up and make a key stop.
Yeah, meanwhile, Jimmy Garoppolo's 15 of 17 with a touchdown and a pick. He keeps here, throws, incomplete, no flag. Sanders was the target. Charvarius Ward in coverage.
Well, it looked like there might have been a grab. It was one-on-one, nobody in the middle of the field. Emmanuel Sanders, and that's one of those grabs, I think, that, Mike, we were talking about coming into this ball game. Charvarius Ward, from here it sure looked like one. It looked like he might have had a hold of him there.
Absolutely. Got the right arm hooked around the waist, and it just took a step away, one that could have easily been called.
Kyle Shanahan hot.
Yeah, he was right there on the 49ers sidelines, too. I mean, he was right on top of it. And they had that's a home run throw right there. There was no safety. It was a 0 coverage.
3rd down and 8. Pass is caught. Down near the 10 is Kendrick Bourne. And Garoppolo fires another strike for 26.
There's Kendrick Bourne. He's one of the taller receivers. He's a guy who can go up and make these type plays, and he's got great length. Now watch. They're going to double the inside. They double there, and so that takes the safety completely out of the way. Kendrick Bourne, he doesn't have the speed that some of these other receivers have. He's got more height and length, If he had the speed, he probably hits his head on the goalpost.
Garoppolo keeps, throws, pass, Juszczyk. He is short of the end zone and very close to first down yardage. Hitchens on the tackle with just over 3 to go in quarter number 3, and knee is down there.
Yeah, Juszczyk, he does such a great job of just selling the run. He buries Tano Passanio right down inside, and it looks just like a run. There's not a team in football that makes the run and the play action look the exact same. And Juszczyk gets a big play off of it.
Handoff here. It's Mostert. He is in for the touchdown.
Let's go!
Now Juszczyk, he comes across and takes on Chris Jones right there. And now he's laying on some bodies. It looks like he is able to get across. They use some of that aggressiveness by the Chiefs against them. It's a heck of a drive coming off of that interception by Fred Warner, and capitalizing with 7 points if they make this extra point.
13th touchdown overall, 12th rushing touchdown over the last 9 games for Raheem Mostert. The young man from Florida turned down a surfing sponsorship at the age of 14. Played receiver initially at Purdue, switched to running back, made the 49ers because of his work on special teams. He's got 5 touchdowns over the last 2 games. The Chiefs got 3 points off the Garoppolo pick. The 49ers just got 7 off the Mahomes interception and lead by 10. They trailed by 10 twice in the AFC Championship game to the Tennessee Titans. Trailed 24-0 in the first half against Houston and led 28-24 by halftime. So they're more than capable in a 20-10 ball game. Beyonce, Jay-Z are in attendance tonight. Kevin Hart, John Hamm, Josh Charles, Liev Schreiber, the best voiceover guys in the history of the world. One of the best voices and most important voices in the history of the world, Sir Paul McCartney, Rupert Murdoch, Jerry Hall, Lachlan Murdoch. Star-studded event here, Super Bowl 54 in Miami Gardens. Mahomes flushed out to his right and just has to throw it away.
That's that 4-man rush we talked about, and that's on the other end. They're playing just a single high safety. There's only been 1 pass attempt. You see right here, here's Jimmy Ward in the middle. On the outside, the corners, Mosley and Sherman, they're playing over the top, and they're just not going to give up anything deep. Only 1 pass attempt by Mahomes over 20 yards in this ball game, and that was the 28-yarder they completed to Sammy Watkins.
Second down and 10. Handoff to Williams. Nice run on 2nd and 10. Got 5. K'Wan Williams on the stop. Chris Myers, you sensing some frustration setting in down there?
Absolutely, Joe. Tyrann Mathieu, after that 49er touchdown drive, came over to the Chiefs sideline. He was really upset. Sat down, got up, steaming hot, yelling. Defensive coordinator Steven Spagnuolo had to calm him down. Chris Jones eventually came over, just saying, tighten things up. Mathieu was the guy chosen last night to address the team as they got ready for today's game. One of their emotional leaders who's upset right now.
3rd down and 5. Mahomes chased by Bosa, gets away and dives. for what is close to first down yardage, and they've given it to him. First down, Kansas City on the run by Patrick Mahomes.
Well, that's Eric Armstead for San Francisco. He collapses the pocket, but he doesn't maintain outside. Watch right here. He gets up the field, but he pushes in, and he allows Mahomes then the corner. And Mahomes has shown time after time here in recent weeks his ability to do this, and that was a huge third down conversion for Kansas City. All the momentum with the 49ers. They're moving the ball offensively. They could ill afford to punt the ball right back to San Francisco if they failed to make that.
On first down, Mahomes throws low and behind Watkins.
That was Mahomes' worst throw of the day. He had Sammy Watkins. A lot of attention paid to Kelsey. Tyreek Hill's going to get a lot of attention, and any number of guys after that can step up on any given play. But Sammy Watkins has kind of been the guy that's been targeted for some of these bigger plays. Here they come.
Williams coming with a blitz. Pass is caught by Kelsey. Spins. And then may have given up the first down. Looked like he would have had it, then started to go backward, lost his balance, and gets only 9.
He's so good and so tough and trying to. Yeah, you're right. It's he's just short where the spot is. These tight ends, they're fun to watch. The two best in the game got a lot of attention throughout the year, and obviously all week coming into this game.
Third down and 1. Direct snap to Kelsey. He keeps and gets it. A gain of 2. As we've seen now 2 direct snaps in this ball game by the Kansas City offense. That one to big Travis Kelsey at 6'5", 260.
He was running the option there, and he had a chance. He had a pitch man also. And then had visions of the wishbone.
That's going to do it for the first 3 quarters. Kansas City on the move, down by 10. Fourth quarter coming up with this Super Bowl. Fox Super Bowl Sunday returns after this from your local Parks MVP Award presentation during the postgame show. 49ers have put up 17 straight points in this game, lead by 10. First down, Kansas City at their own 46. Mahomes out to his left. Throw 24-0. Led at the half, and in the championship game against the Titans 2 times trailed by 10 and won that ball game handily, and this one was an opportunity missed by Quan Alexander.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they've got him where they want him, but they're not intimidated by being down 10. Even though they haven't had the big plays, they can hit you with them at any time.
Here's one complete. Tyreek Hill for the first down. And a gain of 14 as he worked against Emmanuel Mosley. Hill 5 catches, 44 yards. That was his longest catch of the game. Mahomes keeps, steps up, throws to Williams out of the backfield. Tackle missed. What a catch and run. Quan Alexander couldn't bring him down, and a 13-yard play is the result to Damian Williams.
They're trying to get the ball to Tyreek Hill. Pretty good route by him, and Mahomes gets flushed a little bit, and then he gets the ball out here to Williams, and those are the plays you just have to be able to make. Quan Alexander, he misses him, and he's got the sideline to help him. And so what should have been a minimal gain ends up being a first down.
Alexander missed 8 games with a torn pec. They thought he was finished when he went down on Halloween against Arizona. Came back for the playoffs.
They got something down here with Cole Hardman on Richard Sherman.
Mahomes is swallowed up for the sack by Buckner. And a loss of 9 as that defensive front steps up for San Francisco.
Yeah, there was nothing good about this play, and I'm not sure what Mahomes was trying to do. You know, they fake it like they're going to toss it to Kelsey, and I don't know where he's running off to. He had the edge again. There was no contain, you know, by San Francisco out to his left side. But it seems like whenever they've got something going, the 49ers have been able to come up with a negative play against this offense.
Third sack of the night for San Francisco. Now Mahomes slides through. Turns it into a big game as he broke a couple of tackles. Both D. Ford and DeForest Buckner missed tackles along the way.
That's where it is so difficult when you're rushing four guys to both contain on the edges and then stay within those inside lanes and keeping Mahomes from taking it. You can see what happens. That opens up, and then he runs and is able to turn this into now a very manageable third down.
Got 13 yards, 3rd and 6. Mahomes pass behind and picked. Intercepted by the 49ers. Off the arm of Tyreek Hill and into the arms of Tarvarius Moore. The throw behind the receiver Hill. And the 49ers have their second takeaway of this ball game. And that stops the drive in its tracks.
Right down their throat if they let them.
Garoppolo keeps. Pass is caught on a sliding grab by Kittle. After the first career blink, the 49ers are out near their own 38.
Yeah, we came into this critical drive for them right now. Obviously, they got to make a stop, but they got to make a stop now.
The 18 completions more in this game for Garoppolo than he had over the 2 previous playoff games. Returned the call. It's a successful challenge by Kyle Shanahan because of that. The ball on the ground, no clean catch. Tyreek Hill was wide open, and Patrick Mahomes just couldn't get it to him.
He's not played well, Joe. He's missed some open guys. He's had interceptions as a result of it, and that should have been his easiest completion of the night.
Instead, it's 3rd and 15. Chiefs need some Mahomes magic. Launches down the middle. Hill open, caught. And they get it. Kansas City, the big play of 44 yards, pressured by Buckner. And Mahomes gets it downfield finally.
He gets the pressure down the field all the way on Jimmy Ward, and once you threaten him, he's one-on-one on the safety. Now you got to have time in the pocket in order to deliver that throw, and he got it. He hung in there. I think it was Bosa who was maybe coming off the edge to his left, but he had time. Line held up. Huge play on 3rd down.
Now one toward the end zone and incomplete for Hill. That 44-yard completion to Tyreek Hill, who needs to catch his breath on the sideline. The longest play of this Super Bowl so far.
Yeah, I think he had to wait on it. I think it was DeForest Buckner that actually was the one who applied the pressure. But look at that. I mean, if you're Jimmy Ward and you've got Tyreek Hill who runs a 4.2 and he's barreling down on you and the quarterback has time in the pocket, I mean, you're starting to get a little nervous. Then he comes out of that and he goes to the sideline. We kept waiting for that. And I don't care how much you want to try to play coverage. They're playing soft there. If you don't get to the quarterback, they have those chances.
2nd down and 10. Mahomes out to his right. Throws it away. More pressure by Armstead and Bosa this time. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Well, they're in a good position right here, Joe. I mean, they're in field goal range, and they're going to need a field goal, 2-possession game. They can cut this to a 1-possession game. Mahomes, here at 3rd and 10, he's just got to be smart with the football. One-on-one at the bottom.
Pass is floated, end zone, and incomplete, but a flag. Kelsey covered by Tarvarius Moore.
They lock up across the board one-on-one, and Tavarius Moore, he never turns around, tries to make a play on the ball. That's I'm a little surprised by that call by Robert Sala.
The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
Yeah. Mike, what did you see there?
Clear defensive pass interference. He turns, not plays the ball into the body. Pretty easy, if there is an easy pass interference call to make.
20-yard penalty, a first down, first and goal, pass, open, touchdown, Kelsey. Chiefs are back in it.
They go play action, and that's just too tough on the defense down here on the goal line, and that's a heck of a job. All set up. The 3rd and long, and then they get the big play down the field to Tyreek Hill. Great job by that offensive line, holding up and giving Mahomes time to make that throw.
4th touchdown catch of this postseason for Travis Kelsey. The 44-yarder to Tyreek Hill set it up. And this is a 3-point game. Travis Kelsey found his way all alone into the end zone. They celebrate back in KC. Super Bowl 54, a 3-point affair. Centennial season, Commissioner Roger Goodell here in Miami Gardens, seeing a thrilling Super Bowl 54. 3-point game now, and San Francisco about to get it back. James from just outside the end zone. Inches short of the 20. Knocked down by Ben Neiman. Time for tonight's Next Gen Stats, powered by AWS. And we look at the play action pass Troy for Jimmy Garoppolo and what he's done off it in this game. 12 out of 14 with one of his touchdowns and a 127.1 rating, and he used play action more than any quarterback in the NFL this season.
Yeah, it's a staple of the Kyle Shanahan offense everywhere that he has been, and it's been when Garoppolo's at his best really all year long. I'm not surprised by those numbers.
Here is Mostert to the left, takes it up to the 25, and a gain of 5 where Derek Nottie knocked him down. Garoppolo 18 of 22 overall, 195, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, leading by 3.
Well, we talked about it. I mean, if they're able to pick up those kinds of yards, then Kyle Shanahan's going to stick with it. But the last time I said that, when they picked up a nice gain on first down, they came out on second down and went play action off of it.
Garoppolo has it batted down by Chris Jones. And now 3rd down.
That's just a really great job by a really great player, and knowing he's not getting there, getting his hands up. That quick passing game in the middle. Hey, this is a key 3rd down right now for both of these teams. And what is Kyle Shanahan going to draw up? And will Spagnuolo bring some heat? Looks like they may bring it from over here.
3rd down, Garoppolo throws, not there. Incomplete. Neiman got pressure, and it's 4th down.
They bring 6 rushers. They bring Daniel Sorensen. He's reading on the back. He hangs in to protect, and then Neiman, he hits the gap right inside, affecting the throw. That's a great job by this Chiefs defense
as they force their first 3 and out with 5:18 to go.
If they're able to get any kind of return off of this, they're going to have excellent field position.
Nicole Hardman, the rookie, averaged over 9 yards per punt return during the regular season. End over end. And at the 35, hauled in by Hardman. 40-yard punt, nothing on the return. The fair catch by the rookie Hardman, and here is Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, he is. Here he is. And, you know, it has not been a pretty night for him. But when he had to make the play on 3rd and 15, he makes it. He gets the penalty, the pass interference on 3rd and 10. And now, with all that being said and all that has happened, he finds himself with 5 minutes to play and only down 3.
Safe throw to Hill, looking for blocks. Tyreek Hill gets 5. Patrick Mahomes has rallied the Chiefs to wins. And they've been down by double digits 4 times this regular season and postseason combined.
They got Tyreek Hill right now on Richard Sherman with no help.
Pressure. Mahomes gets away. Pass is caught. First down. The tight end Kelsey. Gain of 9.
This is Patrick Mahomes doing a great job of keeping the play alive, being able to step up. It's one thing to have edge pressure, but if there's nobody inside, that's the result.
Here's Hill. Can't get around Sherman. Richard Sherman with a strong tackle and a gain of just 3.
Right now, you can kind of feel it, right? That the 49ers they're reeling a little bit. You know, I mean, Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes, they've got them on their heels, and you know, they went to that hurry-up offense on that previous possession, and now they're slowing things down a little bit and hoping that they can wind this thing down, punch it into the end zone with not much time, if any, left.
Second down and 7. Mahomes. Watkins. What a throw. Sammy Watkins out of bounds near the 11.
Well, Damian Williams, he comes over. He picks up the blitz by K'Wan Williams, and it's one-on-one then against Richard Sherman with Sammy Watkins, and Richard Sherman one-on-one is just not going to run with him. They've had those chances at other times tonight. They just have not taken the shot. But now they get the one-on-one on Sherman, and with the blitz, safety working to the middle. That was a heck of a throw also by Mahomes.
They marked him out at the 10. It brings up 1st and goal. Mahomes will run out of bounds inside the 5. Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers put up 17 straight points, led by 10. Now the lead is 3, and it is hanging in the balance.
Kyle Shanahan, he's already working on that call sheet on what he's going to come back with. He's just assuming that the Chiefs are going to come away with a touchdown, and how much time is he going to have left, and what does he like on that call sheet?
Mahomes keeps, gets popped, and then spins, knocked down at the 5 by Jaquiski Tartt. And that was a heavy hit, a loss of 1.
Well, you're not kidding. Jaquiski Tartt, he comes up, and that's a couple times now. I'm not real sure what Patrick Mahomes is trying to do.
Now 3rd down and goal.
Here's Kelsey. This is their biggest target down here in the red zone. He's working against Richard Sherman.
Mahomes throws, pass, caught. Williams, touchdown. Kansas City jumps on top.
Yeah, it's close, Joe. That right foot comes out of bounds. Where's the ball before that happens? And you can't let up. You just cannot let up against this group. I mean, think about it. Kyle Shanahan challenges the call, the Tyreek Hill catch that's incomplete, brings up 3rd and long, and it looked like you're thinking, okay, well, are they going to go for it if they don't make it on 4th down? Instead, they get the huge play then down the field to Tyreek Hill, and it was game on at that point.
The Chiefs now put up 14 straight after the 49ers scored 17 straight, and the focus, the spotlight falls back on the other side. And Jimmy Garoppolo.
Tell you what, though, don't go to sleep on Jimmy Garoppolo. Think back to that Saints game. Now, he only had to get him down the field for a field goal. He didn't have a whole lot of time to work with. He's got plenty of time, only now he's got to come away with a touchdown. And, you know, for that narrative all week, for the last 2 weeks, actually, about not wanting to expose him, the running game, he gets a chance to put all that to bed.
James brings it from the goal line and can't get to the 20. Knocked down just across the 15-yard line by Byron Pringle, who's been all over the place on special teams for the Chiefs.
I don't think you can say enough for the special teams unit for the Kansas City Chiefs in their kick coverage teams. I mean, they've been really good.
This drive will start at the 15-yard line. For the 49ers, it's 1st down and 85.
That's right. It's a good way to put it.
With all 3 of their timeouts, Mostert cuts upfield. Good start to this possession. Already out to the 32. Fuller made the tackle, but not before 17 yards.
Chiefs pretty soft in coverage, soft with the linebackers, and we've seen it so many times when, of course, they got 3 timeouts. You know they don't have to abandon the run, but Kyle Shanahan knows how good they are in that department, and they can pick up just as many yards on the ground. We've seen it than they do in the air.
And with the play being shut down with just over 2 minutes to go, looked like there might have been movement before the snap.
Ball start. Offense number 17. 5-yard penalty. Still 1st down.
So they'll reset the game clock and take it back outside 2 minutes to 2:02.
They called that on Emmanuel Sanders.
It was picked up in October from the Broncos.
Yeah, he was reacting to Frank Clark and got called for the penalty.
First down and 15. Garoppolo, Kittle. And he's able to lower his shoulder, get a couple of extra yards. Didn't need to go out of bounds with a 2-minute warning coming up, and he gets 8 with 1:56 remaining in the ball game. 24-20. Chiefs on top. Super Bowl 54. Garoppolo airs it out. Sanders downfield is overthrown. And now with 1:33 left, it's 4th and 10.
I tell you, he had him too, Joe. He got in behind him. It's not what Kansas City wanted, but Emmanuel Sanders, he gets by Ward and Fenton. They're trying to double him on the outside, but yeah, just overshot it. So now 4th and 10. I think this is the right decision, too. The 49ers, they have all 3 timeouts. They're going to have to make a stop either way. See what they can do. If they don't pick it up, defense is going to have to come out and make something happen.
Play clock is... They're going to let the play go. It's not going to matter as Garoppolo now has it knocked incomplete. Clark was there and had pressure for the Kansas City defense. That was awfully close to delay a game, and there is a flag down, but that happened during the play.
Rolling on the field as the quarterback was in the grass. Therefore, the play is dead. There is no illegal touching. First down, Kansas City.
Kansas City takes over on downs with 1:25 left.
You see the pressure that Kansas City brings, and they get to him, and just no chance whatsoever. And Garoppolo just trying to make something happen there on 4th down. But now, with the 3 timeouts, there is still a chance. But it's up to this defense now.
That'll go down as a sack for Frank Clark. Traded to the Chiefs from Seattle. That's his 5th of this postseason. Handoff here. Damian Williams plows ahead on 1st down. Timeout taken by the 49ers after a gain of 4. Let's go back to that 4th and 10 play and watch the play clock in the background.
Yeah, they'll normally look at that, Joe. The official, when it hits 0, then they look to see if the ball's being snapped, and that was not the case.
Yeah, that was a little longer than normal. Mike?
Well, I think, we're looking at it in super slow motion. We looked at here at regular speed, and you can see the back judge moving forward. He's going to get ready to call it, but by the time he sees the clock turn 0, then by the time he then looks to the ball, it's already being snapped. Those are that little acceptable time frame in real time where you don't have a foul.
I would have shut that play down. Obviously, now 2nd and 6. Williams makes a cut and will roll into the end zone for the touchdown. No flags.
Take a look and make sure that he didn't step out, which clearly he does not. Anthony Sherman, the fullback, he's the one who really helped secure the edge. A bad angle, and it's good night, San Francisco.
38 yards for Damian Williams. And the Chiefs now with 3 straight 4th quarter touchdown drives to lead by 11. Coming up next, the Amazon postgame show featuring the Vince Lombardi Trophy and Disney Parks MVP Award presentations. Chiefs can taste it. Andy Reid has been at this a long time, 21 years as a head coach in the NFL. He's been with Kansas City now for 7. He has the most career wins of any coach in history without a Super Bowl victory. And he's 1:12 away from delivering the Hunt family and the Kansas City Chiefs their 2nd Super Bowl win 50 years after their first.
Pretty good stuff. Patrick Mahomes, we talked about it. He was not on his game, was not playing his best football. Had back-to-back interceptions and comes off of those to lead his team to 3 straight touchdown drives.
In just over 5 minutes. Patrick Mahomes, this after the touchdown, hugs. Chiefs able to exhale. Power and Light District back in Kansas City going crazy with those great Chiefs and sports fans. Still 2 timeouts left for the 49ers, but down by 11. Garoppolo gets hit. The ball comes out. Looked like an incomplete pass, but they let them play on. Pressure by Frank Clark, who just got the sack previously, and it looked like an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I sure thought it was. Let's take a look at it. It's good that. Yeah. So yeah, it's a forward pass. A good job by these officials letting it play out, and Garoppolo just trying to buy some time and let those guys get down the field. You mentioned Andy Reid, Joe, and one of the most respected and most liked guys in all of football, and really the history of the game. There's so many people that have been touched by him and what he has meant to them. I know his players love him. They loved him in Philadelphia. They loved him when he was coaching at Green Bay, and they certainly loved him in Kansas City. And he turned this program around in the very first year. I know there's a lot of people really happy for him to, short of some miracle happening, to come away with a Super Bowl win.
They did make the announcement that that last play was an incomplete pass, not a fumble. And that Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl IV winning team, 10 members of that team ended up in the Hall of Fame. 17 total from the Chiefs and the Vikings that met at Tulane Stadium. But how many players have come and gone? Great players, great coaches for the Chiefs that have not been able to taste this moment. This is picked. Kendall Fuller up to get it. And that will end this game with under a minute to go. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs now with 3 straight postseason wins after trailing by 10 or more points. And Andy Reid gets to celebrate with his team. Timeout taken by Kyle Shanahan of the 49ers. This moment belongs to Kansas City, the Chiefs, Andy Reid, the Hunt family. But how about the job done on the other sideline? A team that won 4 games last year. The #1 seed getting to the Super Bowl and coming up short. And Kyle Shanahan's 3rd year as the head man with San Francisco.
Well, these are tough endings when you're not able to win the last game of the season. You've had such a great year to get to this point. This was a great season by San Francisco. A lot to be proud of, but it will be hard for them to look at it that way after this game. It'll take some time, but for the Kansas City Chiefs, hats off to them, and the man known as Big Red is going to be a Super Bowl champ.
And Big Red just called his stud 3rd-year quarterback Patrick Mahomes a reigning MVP. Over to the sideline. Great quarterbacks win big games. And Patrick Mahomes was bottled up most of the night, but came alive late. Made plays on the move. And he and these Chiefs will walk out of here winners of Super Bowl 54. No timeouts left for San Francisco. As Mahomes tries to take as much time off the clock as he can. And it's 4th down. And it looks like Andy Reid will eventually use his first time out. For the Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt, 54 years old, not yet 5 when the Chiefs won Super Bowl IV. Brett Veach, their 42-year-old general manager. Norma Hunt, the widow of the late great Lamar Hunt, who founded this team as the Dallas Texans, moved to Kansas City in 1963. They won Super Bowl IV at the end of the '69 season, January of 1970, with Tammy Reed, the wife of Andy Reid, celebrating. 5 seconds remain, and they keep Mahomes out there.
Yeah, they're going to run around or just throw this thing up and try to run out the rest of this clock.
And they have done it. Chiefs are Super Bowl champions here in Miami as they win it here in Super Bowl 54.